All right. All right, Lily. Running a little late, but better late than never. As they always, as a particular episode of Thomas the Tank Engine said there. Oh, okay. All right, let's see who's all coming in for this story time. Apologize for being late there, but kind of was working on something there. What's up, Casey? Ooh, like the emoji. Like the emo. You're first. I was like cute, like when they say in class, like, okay, and now for the answer to the question. Oh boy, yeah, but emote. Oh, that could be. What's going on, Johnny? Oh, and just as you came in, I got a notification on my phone from the Face app that mentioned about Johnny Depp. So, hello, Claire. Oh, we gotta get. We really gotta do. We gotta do something about. We gotta do something about that, Claire. So you gotta keep. Yeah, we got. Can't have little sis throwing up all the food there. Mm, yeah, but that's yeah. But yeah, I know she's gonna be all right, but it just still kind of bugs me having food come up like but yeah yeah, it just kind of well because I know because that would be my folks would be just as worried about me in that condition there. Hmm. You even found your hello, hello, Mickey Mouse hacking into Zach's accounts. Like you still got this. You still. You might want to change your icon, Mickey Mouse, if you're gonna take over someone's account. Let's see. I. Oh, but hang on just a second, guys. I gotta get some air in here. I need no air. Gonna do it no air. Oh. Let's see. There we go. All right. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air, air, air. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, so we get with Premiere Access. Well, I have to see about that one there. I have to see about that one. Suppose, have you heard of the thing called fairies? Get back to what? Oh, Mr. Mouse, have you heard about the thing called fair use? Have you heard about the thing called get back to work? Okay, but let's get on into this before they start fighting. The last thing we need is how'd you? But I was about to say I thought we were about to have a mouse and a frog fighting each other. how how'd you do that, by the way, Zach? Instantly change your thing that quick there. How you do that? Oh, burn by Claire. All we need is some shades. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, let's since we're all here and goofing on each other. oh, yuck. Let's get into absolutely normal chaos, everybody. Oh, yuck. Oh, I bet Max would love to hear this story. Oh, yuck. Because it's all about family here. Just like my family, as I told Donald Duck in the new DuckTales. And, and that's just who we are. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Monkey, hey. Mouska, hey. Mouska, what? Mouska Streak. Mouska Fair. Mouska Youth. Mouska, you're late. You're weirding me out, Inferno. That means it's working. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off with in this crazy stream. Mickey, I thought you, Mickey, Mickey, come on! I was just in the bathroom for a couple of minutes, and you hacked my account. Huh? Huh? Zip it, mouse. I thought you said puppet murder. Mm. Okay. Since we ragging about Mickey Mouse, I guess we can start off with him as the first voice. Oh, Crunk. Okay. Okay, so let's see where we start today. I just got back from the secret lab I'm not supposed to tell anybody about. Yzma really needs to label her potions and everything. Friday, June the 29th. Now I will never forget tonight, as long as I live. And Jesus, I would like that to be a little longer. We viewed Mr. Fuzzit tonight, and I don't know where to start. I never expected anything like this. First of all, Domingo's funeral home is really like a home inside. I guess I thought it would be like a hospital. I guess I thought it would be like a hospital with green walls and tile floors and people in white coats. But it was like a house with a living room where people were standing around talking, lamps and tables and couches and all that. When I saw the living room, I thought for a minute they were going to have Mr. Buzz propped up on a chair with a newspaper in his lap. Dennis' office music was playing in the background. Boy, this is I'm not sure what to think of this. I'm supposed to be sad for the poor guy who just passed, but there's all this talk about how good the funeral home looks. It's really hard to get a fix on the right emotion here. So let's see, Bob made me think of him from his TikTok. With the Mickey Mouse thing. Okay, so and Claire's got CJ trolling Mickey Mouse. So we get to do Mickey after all. What's Waspadator? Mouse got hypocrisy. What is even going on here? A live stream? That explains it. And then King Beast getting annoyed by Mario jumping on him. Oh, King Beast as in from Descendants. Not King Beast. You mean the one that locked up all the villains in the aisle with and banned all the magic, even though he had to use some in order to do that. That's why it would make more sense if this was something that Hades just did, just to give the villains a cool place to be, not so much a prison, but more of a luxury. Yeah. Okay. So CJ trolling Mickey Mouse. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Surprise, surprise. Guess who came along with us? Carl Ray. Boy, none of us could believe it, but when we were walking down the street, like I said, the funeral home is only 2 blocks away. All of a sudden, Dougie said, "Hey, there's Carl Ray." We all turned around, and sure enough, Carl Ray was right behind us. Now that's one strange boy, my father whispered to my mother. Yeah, really strange. Anyway, Dennis started pulling on my arm. Uh-huh. At the funeral home, and Carl Ray said, "Come on!" Uh-huh. I don't know why I was surprised to see Carl Ray lead the way, but we followed him. Uh-huh. We went through some curtains, and there it was. A coffin. Uh-huh. It was sitting up on the table. And then Dennis said, "Whoa!" Carl Ray stepped right up, pulled Dennis beside him, and Dennis struck me. Uh-huh. I couldn't breathe. Mr. Fuzz was laying there on a silky white pillow, with his hands folded over his chest, wearing a brown suit, white shirt, and tie. Fancy queens over him covered his legs. It seemed strange to see a man in a suit lying in a box, trying to look like a bed. Oh, 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 oh my goodness. CJ, will you cut it out already? Not until you allow my writer to fix the sentence. The sentence is our property. I am not letting you near it. Wait, aren't you supposed to be part of our branch? Well, technically, I'm a version that's not a part of your brand. I'm a version that a fan came up with to make you better. We're not doing it! Oh, we'll see about that in the future. And now King Beast getting annoyed by Mario jumping on him. Okay. He really did look like he was sleeping. And he looked pretty much like Mr. Fuzz, except he wasn't smiling like he usually did. And his face looked like it had powder on it. I kept thinking he was going to open his eyes and be real mad at us staring at him. I never saw so many flowers all in the room before. There were flowers in the coffin to Charles Randolph Buzz. With love from your children. Baskets of I think it's Galodendron. I'll just say dandelions. All along the shelf behind the coffin, there were hundreds of other baskets with flowers around the room. Ow! Mario! Oh, to me, the Mario. I started looking at the baskets because each of them had a card on it telling who it was from. And the card said things like loving memory and rest in peace and to our beloved. They were pretty depressing. And it was as if the people were cramming in the last minute messages in case Mr. Fuzz could still hear. And the funny thing, he looked as if he could hear. I kept looking at the cards, wishing at least one of them would say, "Oh, the truth." "Oh, how awful," or "I wish it was a did," or "Absolute worst thing it was." But none of them did. Oh, this is very sad. Very sad indeed. And let's see, okay, let's go down the line. I got to sneak around Zach. Around Zachary, Ash, and Sonia. He does this a lot. Yep. Does he know that we can see him? Yep. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be no. Okay. Nope. Wait. I thought you brought the villains back to life. Only bad guys kill. Didn't Princess Aurora's husband kill Maleficent? Son. Didn't he kill Maleficent? Son, what if I told you about pointing out plot holes? All right, Mouse, I'll give you $30 for Cruella. Okay, fantastic. Here's the movie. CJ! Different verse? That's too confusing. Don't ever play Kingdom Hearts. That was real? people really like it? Too much caring about stories? Oh, hey, that was real? People really like it. Too much caring about stories. He's going and her goons. Oh, past CJ and her goons, including Anthony, arguing about what to do with their captive Carlos, who at the end acts. Okay. Oh yeah. What'll be coming up soon? Okay. Mm. Okay. So past CJ, which sort of acts a little bit like Jinx. When I turned around to show Dennis, Paul Ray was staring down at the coffin, rubbing his finger on the brass marker on the side of the coffin. And the marker had Mr. Fuzz's initials on the inside. But when I saw Carl Ray reach out with one hand to touch Mr. Fuzz's arm, but then I saw it. Carl Ray, I said. And he jumped back. And you know what? Carl Ray was crying. I have to admit that I felt like crying when I saw Mr. Fuzz, but Carl Ray hardly knows him. For a minute, I actually liked Carl Ray because he was crying over Mr. Fuzz like that. And over Mr. Fuzz. And I saw my mom standing by my dad, and they were both crying. And I don't think I've ever seen my dad cry. And that made me sad. They told his kids to go on home because they were going to stay a while. So we started back up the street, and I was surprised to see that Carl Ray was holding Tommy's hand. Did you see that body tuck Dougie asked Tommy? Tommy nodded. His eyes were wide open. You could tell he didn't like what he saw. Then Tommy turned to Carl Ray and said, "So where is he going?" And then Carlos, "They'll bury him," said Carl Ray. "Where?" "In the cemetery, in the ground." "Does he stay in the box?" "Yep." "But what about heaven?" Carl Ray looked up at the sky and back at Tommy. When does he go there?" "Well," Carl Ray said, "soon, I guess." Tommy started staring at Carl Ray's face real hard. "So how is he going to get up out the ground?" Carl Ray didn't even bat an eye. "God will come and get his soul." And Tommy nodded. So, and let's see, and so don't I have a say in all this? Don't I have a say in all of this, guys? And of course, he would be eating chips. But yeah, that's some pretty. Those are some pretty interesting questions coming from that kid there. Yeah. Let's see, Beast. Hey. "Stop jumping on me! Give me back my brother! He was capturing ghosts! He's a bad guy! You brought people back to life and forced them to live in segregation!" And the fake Sonic with Wiki, oh my goodness! Oh, because he's fast. Now he's gonna sound like Sam with Wiki. Ban! And then Waspinator as the bad guy from Quest for Camelot. I think I remember who you because I can't think of his name, but I know from the critics review he was mixing weapons with people. I think he was kind of singing a little bit, so I think I know him a little. I think I can remember him a little bit. Plankton as Frollo from Hunchback. I told you we're turning him over to Mal. But I want to turn him into a llama. I want to use voodoo magic on him. Don't I get a say? No. I want to see CJ kissing Carlos. Anthony! I don't mind. I don't mind that. Hey, where'd you get those chips? Okay, so First, the band's suggestion. Once we need. Oh, Sonic. Yeah. I can't believe he's. So you're gonna ruin me by having me do a Sam Witwicky. Shame on you, Zach. Okay. So all of a sudden, I saw this image of Zeus scooping down with the shovel, digging into the earth, and pulling up the coffin and taking Mr. Fuzz by the hand and flying off with him into the clouds like Superman. Imagine that. But now I'm at home and it's dark outside. It's time to go to bed. But I just don't like the idea of Mr. Fuzz being in that box. But when they close the lid and him being down the ground while Mrs. Fuzz can't be down and go on living the life, I just kept wondering, what does Mr. Fuzz feel like? I mean, like, I know he can't feel anything because he's dead, but it must be dark in there. Can he breathe? Is everyone? Or is that everyone is crying and feeling so miserable that he's gone? Can he dream? Is he waiting for someone to come and take his soul? And go to the kitty cat, go to the bad boy, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. And what's next? What's next? Sam Witwicky's gonna be cast to play Porky Pig. Oh Lord. He wouldn't even get that all folks out before the thing turns off. Okay. Okay, so now Waspinator as the guy from West for Camelot. Saturday, June the 30th. Oh, we got Mr. Fuzzy, was it? Oh, Mr. Fuzzy was a berry. Only Mom and Dad went. And they decided another kid to go because we all had the nightmares last night, all except for Carl Ray. If he had one, he didn't admit it. And Maggie, who didn't go to the funeral home. In my dream, or my nightmare that is, I was walking in the woods and it was snowing very cold. I was lost and calling for my parents, Mom and Dad. There weren't no threats, and it was pretty dark. I thought I saw Corey in the tree that was behind me. I thought he was there, called his name, and ran up to the tree. But when I got there, he was gone. I was screaming, "Corey, save me, save me!" And then I sat up straight to bed, and Maggie was staring at me, saying, "Hey, wake up!" Oh, what's Spinator sings of tragedy? And now we have Plankton as Frollo. Of the fires of hell. So Dennis said he dreamed that someone locked him in the garage, and the people kept staring at the window, but he couldn't hear what they were saying, and they wouldn't let him out. Dougie said he was picking flowers in the field of flowers, when all of a sudden a big black bird came out of the sky and started pecking his head. And Tommy said the booger man was coming after him, climbed in bed with Mom and Dad, and went to bed, which made Dad really mad. And I'll get that Krabby Patty formula with the fires of hell. Karen, release the fires of hell. I told you, we're turning him. Oh, okay, I read that. Okay, I read that. Okay, I see Jenny got here. Rub. Oh, are you? No, you can't. No, I don't think it's Flubber. Okay, let's see. Years from now, nobody will bother to remember you. Your beastly king Arthur. Waspinator makes the people under one tribe. Now watch as Waspinator creates a mechanical army with pride. Okay, so let's see. Not sure. Okay, I see one on here. Let me scroll back up. Okay, I see where you say rubber, Johnny. I'm not sure what you mean by that. First thing come to my mind, rubber band, man. Yeah, Zach says. Guard job. Use Dracometer. Thank goodness that's over. Let's see. Thank goodness. There's Shia LaBeouf's voicing me. That is no good. And I thought that past design of mine was a stupid idea. No problem. Team Rock, Team Bay, we're blasting off again. Oh, Harriet taking off Sam's pants. Oh my lord. Ban! What is up with Harriet wanting to bang Sam with Wiki? Why would anybody? I can't even see how the girls in the movie wanted to hook up with Sam. That's looking back on that seems impossible, and yet it happened. Okay, so a second, guys. Okay, I was checking something there. All right. So Harriet wanting to bang Sam. Never thought I'd be saying that sentence again. So nobody felt like doing anything while Mom and Dad were gone. When Tommy said he was hungry for lunch, I realized Dad wouldn't be going to Alicia's today, so I started rummaging through the cupboard for something to fix. And then you know what? In walks Carl Ray up before noon on Saturday for the first time since he arrived. With a big Alice's bag. He had walked all the way about a mile and back. Got just what we needed. Hot bread and ham. It made me feel a little bad about the deodorant and soap on the dresser. Oh my. So you like so you call out for Bumblebee? I be your Bumblebee with Wiki. Well, the thing is that I'm kind of sort of into the relationship, but I really don't. Boy, shut up and let me do what I gotta do. Oh boy. And Plank, like fire, hellfire, this burning in my eye. It's burning my eye. Blink, dear. Oh, that's much better. Neptune have mercy on her. Neptune have mercy on me. And Carlos finding out that CJ is the daughter of Tinkerbell, and so that he didn't peg her for the unicorn type. I thought of getting Shia LaBeouf to play him. Oh, he's gonna be the most obnoxious thing. Oh, okay, that's the name of the guy from Quest. Okay, Quest for Camelot. He's got some big guns as long as he doesn't talk. And I'm drunk. I'm good. It's gonna be hard to convince Shadows to help the heroes. It's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. And remember that Maria wanted to protect humanity and didn't do that before because the plot says so. Fair enough. Team Bay forcing. Okay. All right. So first we got Claire's suggestion. Carlos finding out about CJ, and then Zach's suggestion. Okay. All right. So I forgot to mention that Beth Ann didn't come over. She had to go get her hair cut all day. And she came over this afternoon for about an hour. She seemed real curious about Carl Ray, asking me like where did he work and what I thought of him and which room was his. And didn't we mind him staying there and how long and on and on. She could sure talk. It was funny though, but even though Carl Ray has not been the most thrilling guest, he sure has driven me crazy. I didn't tell Bethany any of that. So in fact I made him sound almost exotic. Carl Ray? And when she asked did we mind him staying there, I said, Beth man, what a thing to say. Of course we don't mind. Where else would he stay, even though we all mind a whole lot, especially me. CJ, I never took. Wow. So Tinkerbell's your mother? Carlos, don't tell anybody that. That's a secret. Oh, don't worry. I won't tell nobody. And but I never took you for the unicorn type. How did you know? Relax, see? And then he kissed her and ran off. Okay. So now Team Bay forcing you, Brody. Oh my goodness. I didn't I didn't know CJ was a fair. I didn't know that CJ is a fairy. I did. The, the fa- okay. Okay. Let's say as Daffy Duck said, yeah, let's try to keep it straight in here. You're the daughter of Tinkerbell? You can't tell anyone. Oh, don't worry. I didn't peg you for the unicorn type. Mm. All right. So now let's see what happens when Team Bay attacks. Dun, dun, dun. Finally, I had to ask Bethany about Derek. So how's Derek? I asked. She looked down at her fingernail before answering. Oh, he's fine. What does he look like? Oh, he's just gorgeous. I know, but what does he look like? Well, he has the cute blue eyes and long eyelashes, and it's adorable. Michael Bay, random girl. I can just picture him. Actually, I couldn't at all. Her description wasn't precise. Is he gawky, cocky, cocky? No. Does he talk? Of course he does, Mary Lou. You make it sound like he's a jerk or something. Uh, Shia LaBeouf, that's right. And now Brownie, and now Brownie, Zachary, and let's see, who else did he say? Let's see, Brent, and CJ. You will all watch the the new version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Meow. Ah! And then the oh yeah, they remember. So I guess anybody who's seen the review in Patreon now, and also other reviews where Horny Unicorn has showed up. Like, care for a drink? Care for a drink, anyone? No! We got Dr. Pepper. I'll have one, please. Zachary! Sorry, I'm thirsty. I suggested Shadow as Megatron. Original or Beast Wars. Original or original. So Shadow the Hedgehog is Beast Wars Megatron, and Mal giving CJ and Carlos a wedgie before pulls Major Look trick. What is it? Sure like to get a wedgie in these streams. Ooh, that kind of makes me cringe to think. You pull someone's shorts up and ow, like ooh, ooh. How did that become a thing? Okay, so Shadow the Hedgehog is Beast Wars Megatron. Kind of know Shadow a little bit, but he's probably going to sound more like Megatron. But here we go. Okay, so you She has a way of pulling her mouth down when and to the side, looking like a little kid, letting you know you hurt her feelings. Yes. I really wanted to know what they did at the movies. I mean, did they just sit there, hold hands, talk? I figured that was the kind of thing she would tell me without me asking, but she didn't though. She seems like she's bragging more when she doesn't tell me what happened than even if she did tell me all the details. I'm plodding along the Odyssey, and I'll switch the pins. Yes. And now Mal is giving Carlos and CJ a wedgie. Some, some like it sweet, some like it edgy. I'm giving each of these two huge wedgies. They- Okay, so Sonic freeze and then pass. Okay. All right, so Mal first. Magic sandals. I think I like the goddess Athena. In English class, we always call her Athena, but it's Athene. The the best so far. She has these flashy magical sandals that allow her to fly. She also has a spear and can disguise herself as a man or woman. And in the end of the first book, the first more like a chapter, she just flies away. Now, wouldn't you love to do that? The second book was all about Odysseus' wife, Penelope, and his son Telemachus, all the suitors and the guys after Penelope, hanging around, some of them talking on and on like Beth Ann. So anyway, Telemachus decides to go off in search of his father, and everyone thinks he's dead because he's been gone for 10 or 20 years. And Athena swoops down, disguises herself, and yeah, I can turn his page. She gives Telemachus a letter, help! And telling him what to do, and putting the suitors into a deep sleep, finding the ship and a crew for him, and then giving him a good win. Jeez, wouldn't you like to have your personal Athena? Someone to solve all your problems. Oh! Up, made you look. Oh boy. And now Sonic frees us from Team Pay and makes them blast off again. Carlos and CJ until Anthony invites Horny Unicorn to interrupt. I'm seen and feared by heroes. I make planets burn, explode, spaceship, or laser gun. My power is the real motherlode. Please stop. Okay. Okay. All right, so, Owen. I hate you got me into this, Carlos. Hey, come on, I can get us out of this. Ben, like, Ben is shirtless. Where? Okay, that was good. Okay, so now we're making Team Bay blast off with Sonic. Sunday, July the 1st. How can it be July already? Tell me, old Moose, of something to write. Inspire me. I'm waiting, old Moose. I think Moose is attending to other people at the moment. So, today is Sunday. Everyone's still moping about Mr. Fuzz. There's a big wreath on the Fuzz's door like a Christmas wreath, and not so cheery. It sure looks strange to see it hanging in the middle of summer, and the Fuzz curtain was drawn down the whole day. Cars kept going in and out of the driveway. It rained all day, and Dougie said that God was crying about Mr. Fuzz. I told him that if it was true and God cried about every time someone died, it would rain. It would rain every single day. But it's a nice thought, God crying. I mean, I keep thinking about Mr. Fuzz lying in that box with the lid closing over him. I don't think my parents are taking their vitamins, and it's scaring me to death. And that is no good. And as for you, Team Bay, we're blasting off again! Ding! And then past Carlos and CJ. About to kiss before Anthony interrupts. That just made me think of something. Snoring through the Odyssey, I read book 3 of the Odyssey. Today's no snore. Tamantha is still off trying to find out what happened to his father. He thinks that he is there. There were a couple of interesting things in the section now. First, Athena says something about the death, and when a man's time comes to die, she says no one can help, not even a gun. You say it made it sound like there's a time all prearranged for something spooky. Why was Mr. Fuzz's time so early? The other interesting up was that Athena changes into an eagle and flies up. Imagine everyone's surprise. What an exit wonder. The thing I like about the way this book Homer describes the sun coming up. It doesn't just say the sun came up. He says Rosie finger done appear and calls the dawn the child of the morning. Well, well, good night. Good night, my handsome little trickster. Sleep well, little fairy. Isn't this romantic, everybody? Don't you think so, horny unicorn? Oh my God, I didn't do it! Oh boy, I did. Okay, so let's see. We're the ones behind. We were the ones behind Sonic Boom. True Sonic, let's take him out. I told you I'd get us out of this. Oh man, this is worse than almost every bad situation we've been through. Even worse than Sonic 06. So please, worse than Sonic Forces. Worse than Sonic Underground. I said almost. And Gilbert Godfrey singing at the brick house. Oh my goodness. His bad singing is going to tear that brick house down. I had a dub singer because he can't sing. And then Team Bay Meow talks like skids and Mudflap. Seriously, human? Please stop whispering in your headset. Let's talk Bill Lord and Chris animate on them. Oh, okay. Is it stop? Really, Private Godfrey? You can build a house overnight, but you can't get dressed right. Like you. It makes you think of a little baby with pink fingers crawling up over the horizon. All right, so Gilbert Godfrey starts to sing. I rummaged through in the attic. The day I found my father's ice skate, which must have been 3,000 years old, and his high school yearbook. Why? I say, what a scream, lots of old pictures. And there's one of Dad, Uncle Conjo, and Aunt Ray. They all look so young and happy in this picture that I saw. God, that's annoying. And and then I guess if he had a dub singer, it'd be like this. Like, in this picture, ain't redeemed. It's standing on one side of Dad and Uncle Carl Jolene against the tree. And it looks like he's dreaming about something very wonderful because she has this little smile on the face and it isn't looking right at the camera. Wearing a halter top and very short the shorts and high heels. Her hair is very long and curly. Carl Ray did not get the looks from his mother at all. No, he didn't. No, 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 he didn't. Mm. Oh my goodness. And Bandcamp got mud flaps as meow and skids as wobble. Oh my goodness. It's like, what the? Wait a minute. Okay, wait, where is it? Got me into this. Okay, that's good. Go up a little bit. Invites Horny Unicorn to interrupt. Actually, I did. I did. I mentioned because that's what I did a whole new world with CJ and Carlos the Kids, and then Anthony interrupt and Horny Unicorn kind of made this little sound, like, and that's why that's what I had Bob Shaw go. Oh my God! I didn't do it. Yep. And so let's see. The Look at this. I gotta repair this book. Okay, so let's see. We got. Oh yeah, that's right. Mud Feathers me the band camp suggestion. Hmm. So when I made Carl Ray's super bed, I cleaned up his room today, and then I left it. I made his stupid room today, and I left it out the bed to bed service until 11 o'clock today. 2 weeks up, and Carl Ray had to make up his stupid bed from now. Oh, but then I called that bed, but she was out with Derek Divine. What a day! And Monday, July the 2nd, my moose has utterly abandoned me. And now it's Tuesday, July the 3rd. Oh, well, man suck at me into watching Tommy today. And I thought it was her turn, but anyway, it was a good thing because I took Tommy up to the pool, and guess who showed up? Alex Tibbert. Alex Tibbert? Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. So what we gonna do with this little cheat? So what we gonna do with this little shrimp taco? Do with this little shrimp taco? I say we put his ass in the trunk, because he just being a wimp, he being a wimpy. And oh my God, it's like, come on, it's me. Come on, me outfit. It's time to turn you into a true member of Team Bay. Now I know you guys are evil, but this is too much. Wow, I'm fat. And CJ said, "What? Let me see, cause I don't recall seeing that. Let me see. Okay, I see where you got dub singer Gilbert Godfrey getting shot. Carlos, get me out of this. No, I don't see that in here, Claire, but I guess since you mentioned it, I guess here we go. I want to get. Oh, Lord. Now look what you started. Okay, so, ooh, kiss her harder. I'm gonna kill you, Anthony. Oh, my goodness. So, meow flat. Watch this. I put a cap in it. Watch this. I put a cap in it, brother. Look at these days ago. Look at these days as my golden as my tooth. What do you mean? So racist. Yeah, and then and if you really wanna call these guys out on being racist, Sandwich Wiki asks these two skids and mud flaps. about the Cybertronian language he was trying to figure out what it was. Hey, these symbols. Oh, that's old school Cybertronian, yo. Uh, the symbols, they're going around my head. They gotta mean something. Can you read these? Oh, read. We don't really do too much reading. You get it? They're inner city robots. That means they didn't have a good education coming up. Ha ha ha! They're computers. They can't interpret data. Mm. So you mean to tell me they scan? You mean to tell me they come to Earth, learn Earth's language, and apparently these two learn, I guess, movies like Don't Be a Menace and All in the Ghetto and stuff, so they can't read. Thank you, Michael Bay. I'm gonna, I take mudflap and skids and point them blasters at you, Michael Bay. That's where Optimus should have aimed that blaster in the fourth Transformer movie. I want to kiss you. Okay, so okay, if unicorns were a normal thing in this universe, Trixie would be very offended. I apologize, my busy. Ow! Sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, what is this turning into? Okay, so I think I'm caught up on here. Make sure I'm not missing anything again. Okay. Okay, looks like I got it. Okay, looks like I'm caught up. Oh boy. So oh yeah. John, who's that Pokemon? These are the that these are the most racist Robomons ever. Oh come on, they can't be that bad. Yo, what's up, twerp brother? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you later, Casey. All right. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for the next voice suggestion, I suppose I could do Inferno. So you're visiting the Murphys again? Yep. What? Don't they have any kids or anything? Who? The Murphys? Oh no. You got bored and came to the pool? Yep. Don't you like the Murphys? Yep. Hey, I heard you were at Bill Ferguson's party last week. Yep. Do you know him? Yep. Next door. How was it? The party. Oh, okay. I saw your sister there. Yeah, I know. Was it fun? The party? Yep, it's the party. Sort of. Why didn't you go? I wasn't invited. Oh, our neighbor died. Really? Yeah. Was he sick? No, not exactly. Well, how did he die? I guess he was sick and no one knew. He went to the hospital for some tests and died of a giant heart attack or something. Yeah, I know. He didn't think he was sick? No, I don't think so. Not at least until they told him he had to come for tests, and now his time is up. I hate that. Yeah. I wonder if he knew he was going to die. Maybe. Like he had a feeling. I guess. You ought to have at least a feeling. Wouldn't you have something a little in advance to know when you were going to kick off? I suppose it would. Me too. Okay, so now Starscream fighting a B-movie villain. I guess a B-movie. I guess that means like a minor villain, I suppose. Okay. Freddy being obsessed with the making the voodoo call when CJ is shouting to stop it. I hate Michael Bay. Yeah. Team Bay meeting Derek Savage and Agatha as Butch and Cassidy. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, so Starscream fighting a B villain. Oh, let's see, a B-list villain. Oh, there's so many of them. Maybe doing Waspinator so much. I guess maybe we could do mm, another kind of weakling villain. Maybe villain what? Maybe I guess Doofus. I'll just do Doofus Murray. Stars. Hmm. That's all we talked about because we had to leave. But he said he's coming back on Thursday, and I might go swimming on Thursday. Carl Ray still has a job, even though Mr. Fuzz is dead. Mr. Fuzz's brother is taking over the store for a while. I found out that when I went to the hardware store, I didn't really need to buy anything. But I was downtown with Tommy after swimming and just wanted to see if Carl Ray could do anything useful. Well, I went in and Carl Ray was dusting off some turbine cans. He looked embarrassed to see us, but Tommy took a hold of Carl Ray's hand and was so excited to see him that Carl Ray eventually smiled a little and started acting like he owned the store, showing us around. I've been to that store a million times, so I've seen it all before, but I pretended that I hadn't. And then Mr. Fuzz came up and introduced himself, Gene Fuzz, and he said he was taking over the store temporarily until things settled down. And don't worry, we'll keep young Carl Ray on here. I wasn't worried, but Carl Ray smiled and looked down at his shoes. What a present. Stopped by Pepe on the way home, but she was gone. And, okay, Starscream, can you stop? True, Starscream, stop it now, stop! I can't believe I'm being beat up by a robot and not Perry the Platypus! And let's see, Freddy obsessed with making voodoo of Carl and CJ. Oh boy. Okay, let's see, Freddy. Let's see, Freddy. Anointing Telemachus. Read book 4 of the Odyssey, and now Telemachus is at Messon's house, where everybody is making merry, and it kills me how everyone treats Telemachus everywhere he goes. He's a total stranger, yet Menelaus orders his servants to take care of the horses and feed them. Then this really gets me. The maidservants wash Telemachus and his men and anoint them with oil. I mean, really? They feed them and all of this before they find out who he even is. Yeah. So now we got, and you know what? I definitely really think we should do voodoo of Carlos, some voodoo dolls of Carlos. And no, we are not doing voodoo dolls, Freddy. I'm just saying, I really would like to do it, CJ. I just need a drop of his blood to put on the dust. I told you, no. And let's see, Team Agatha. Okay, we're almost done with this passage here. Gonna cut off a little. Let's see. Let me see what we got left. Okay, so we're gonna cut off. We're gonna cut off at this entry for tonight. Got a little bit more of it there, and we got Team May meeting Derek Savage and Agatha with the bully. As Butch and okay, it's Derek Savage and Agatha as Butch and Cassie. Okay. It all reminded me of how my mother and how she's always going about Carl Ray being a special guest in the house. Well, I sure feel like his maidservant, I tell you one thing. But I wouldn't wash and anoint him for all the money in the world. More honestly, everyone at Medicine starts crying and weeping about the Odyssey. Derek, Agatha, because they still think he's dead, but the goddess gives him some special wine that prevents people from crying. Imagine that. Cool cat, that's right. or random Eradicate. Eradicate. Let me just. What are you referring to? You referring to us reading a live stream, Claire, or are you talking about some of the stuff here in the chat there? Hang on. We go back up. Let's see. CJ and Carlos said Ash and Pichu. So CJ's a Pichu instead of Pikachu. And Cool Cat is Optimus Prime. Let's see what. Let's see what this new raid does. Let's see what this new raid you made does. Okay. I don't even want to know. It's you who should prepare for trouble. To protect the world from devastation. No, to infect the world with devastation. We just started to. Oh, well, according to my thing, it's been an hour since I've been in here, but okay, let me see. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all one more entry for some more of these voices here. Yeah, I guess that's one thing I always say: a good storyteller leaves his listeners wanting more. Okay, so Carlos and CJ. I wish we had some wine for Mrs. Fuzz, but Odysseus isn't dead. He's being held captive by a nymph named Calypso. Pichu, 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 pichu. He apparently adores Odysseus and doesn't want him to go back at all to Penelope. Pichu, pichu, pichu. And meanwhile, all of Penelope's suitors decide to ambush Telemachus when he returns. Pichu, 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 pichu. Pichu, you're evolving. Pikachu. Oh my goodness. And now we're July the 4th, the 4th of July. Okay, this is the last entry we're gonna read here. So let's see what we. Cool Cat as Optimus Prime. Okay, and I did Carlos and CJ. Cynthia destroying Daddy Derek. Oh boy. Oh, good! I get to be Optimus Prime! Just like Peter Cullen! Exquisite! I practically forgot this was the 4th of July. Dad was in the kitchen with his grungy clothes, and I asked him what he was doing here. And he said, I live here. Ha ha. I'll give you a hint. Firecrackers. Uh-huh. I got it. Ha ha. Exquisite. We went on a picnic to the Windy Rock, about a park about 10 miles from Easton. And this park is the actual Windy Rock. A huge boulder that sits on top of a cliff. Supposedly you can walk up there any time and the air will be still and silent as you reach the rock, and the whoosh, and the wind blows as fierce as it can be around the rock. Sure enough, every time we've been there, this happens. Next to the rock is a plaque that explains the legend behind it. Exquisite! That's Prime! Optimus Prime! And they talk about they just went to a park for the 4th of July. That's what when I was a kid, we went to a park for the 4th of July years ago. Took a little walk down the trail of the park, had some barbecue burgers and stuff there. It's pretty fun there. Of course, it did rain a little bit later, but we did get to have a lot of fun before it started raining. But yeah, when it started raining, we had to quit. I think it was like in the middle of eating, so that was the last thing I remember we did before we left. Was we all had sat around to start eating, and I think we was so we had to get like our leftovers and quickly get them in the car. And I definitely remember rushing in the car, and I had a burger on the way home. Yeah. So now Cynthia is destroying Daddy Derek. Well, according to the legend, there was once an Indian maiden who fell to her death on this very cliff, but her lover came to the rock wailing and moaning, and then he stood on the rock ready to jump over because his life was nothing without his maiden. But then the wind started to blow round and round the rock, so he was unable to jump. And the legend says that the winds blew for 2 weeks, and he must have been starving by then until he fell in a deep slumber. And the winds abated, and his friends lifted him off the rock and took him home. And now every time someone approaches the rock, the winds begin. I guess the winds think he's coming back. Like, I like legends like that. So we had a picnic there. Maggie didn't come because she went to a party with Kenny because she's ungrounded now. But Carl Ray came along. He's like a shadow. Everywhere you go, there he goes. Okay, Daddy Derek, I did not ask you to interrupt my reading. And now it's time to destroy you. Oh no! He can be really annoying. And they mentioned the story about the maiden they just mentioned. That I know a lot of y'all that seen Pokemon probably know this episode, the ghost of the Maiden's Peak. Uh, the ghost, come back, my love. I'm waiting for you. Return to your beloved. And the ghost hypnotized James and Brock into coming to her. This I hadn't seen the Japanese version, but looking back on it, just the English dub. Let's maybe put it this way: that Ghost of the Maiden's Peak pretty much gave us a Ghostbusters reference. Ghost boner. Yeah. So James and Brock got banged by a ghost. Oh yeah. Yeah, so let's see. My queen, my king. Oh, okay, I read. Okay, let me go back. What's up, my brothers? That's the. What's up, my brothers? Our guns. Shoots me off. That's the last time I watched Dynamite. That's the last time I watched Dynamite 7 times in a row. My king. Shoot him too. Get it. Shot a cool. Ow, ow, ow. I wish I didn't have the touch right now. I got the touch. I got the power. Okay, now Inferno as Spider-Man. I'm gonna be Spider-Man. Most of the day, Dennis, Doug, and I climb trees and just mess around. We put Tommy up in a tree, and he was having such a great time pretending to live as a horse. Mom and Dad stay on the blanket, just lying there and talking. Paul Ray walked around a lot, and then he started chasing ghosts through the trees. He could be really scary at times, scary ghosts as he ran. That's what he did to them. And if you're gonna steal cars, don't be a car thief. You really think I'm a cop in red and blue spandex? uh, so I guess that would be the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, since I just randomly picked that one. Okay. So let's see now. Hey Derek, with these new cool cat theme masks, you can look exquisite. Okay. Oh, would you like to buy a cool cat theme? Is that exquisite, Savage? No, not exquisite at all. They make good bullseyes. Yes. As Pichu and A. Okay, guess I have to do that one again. Okay. Think somebody had requested that earlier, but okay. You couldn't get the touch even if I threw an orthopedics and 2 dozen escorts. Escorts? You're a bad influence, human. Okay. CJ and Carlos. I I was surprised at the energy that he had to run, but he started tearing around and pretending like he was some kind of monster and making these horrible noises. And at first, we thought it was funny to see him like that, but he kept it up, and I even became a little scared because he was running at us making these horrible faces and noises, and he would grab one of us and drag us off until the others came to pull the captive free. PTV, after a while, PTV. I mean, Tommy and Doug. After a while. Okay, I gotta get my Pichu voice. After a while, Pichu, Tommy and Dougie Pichu started crying, and we all ran back to where Mom and Dad was Pichu. And then Conrad came walking up like this Pichu, usual pale, pitiful self Pichu. And Mom and Dad said didn't believe it Pichu, that he had been scaring everyone. Pichu, he's a strange one sometimes at Conrad Pichu. And now Gilbert Godfrey's singing "A Friend Like Me" before CJ punches him. Oh my! Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think where to start. Okay. When it got dark and when it got dark to watch the fireworks, we used to think the fireworks was a real thing. But this year they seem a little disappointing. You wait and wait and wait all day. And then there's about 10 minutes of booms and splashes and lights, and that's all there is. A dad made a speech and plow. God, you're annoying. And now for the final voice suggestion, because, all right, got one more paragraph here. One more voice suggestion. Doofusmerg is Captain America. Okay. Well, Dad made a speech, which he makes every year about independence and freedom and all. Oh, how ironic! So I do Captain America and read about the 4th of July. We're all used to his speech by now. That we don't really listen. But Carl Ray was hanging on to every word. When that was done, Carl Ray said, "Thank you." Dad said, "For what?" Carl Ray said, "That was really nice what you said. Carl Ray is just full of surprises." When Captain America throws his mighty shield. No, Doofusmerg, no. Let's not go there. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what he says here before we close out. I want to punch him. Patrick, that's not how you discipline a soldier. Dear Neptune, you're right. Sandy, build me a shock ray. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's all we get. When Captain Doofusmerg shows his Shieldinator, all those that will you knock it off? Okay. All right, that's it for tonight. There, we'll be back Saturday, same time. There, be switching to a different book for the next weekend. So, we'll find out what that book will be when we get here Saturday. So, yep, and then the next weekend, we go back to Sharon Creech and back and forth. All right, but until then, take care. Hey, no problem, Johnny. And we believe that's all, folks.